Hi, welcome to another Midlife Crisis Guys video. I'm still not in the Isle of Wight, not just yet. I thought I'd do a little short film on my setup for vlogging on a biking trip, on a bikepacking trip. Hang on. I've got all the gear. And I'm doing lots of little training rides before I go away. Because much that I've been doing quite a bit since the new year. It's incredible how your bike fitness, how quickly you lose your bike fitness. So I'm trying desperately to get it back. Yes, welcome along, it's Adam here. It's another Midlife Crisis Guys video, and as I said, not sure if I would have used the initial introduction because I was going up a very steep hill. You find me, location is just outside a place called Marston Montgomery, near to a place called Cubley, near to a place called Boylston, all in the beautiful county of Derbyshire. That is in the United Kingdom, not a million miles from where I live. And in preparation for the ever elusive Isle of Wight trip, of which I've got some really great people out there that watch all my videos that keep saying looking forward to your trip, and they're probably thinking, is he ever going to go? Well, as I speak, I think it's 2 weeks away, so just 2 weeks away, and I am planning on definitely going. Don't want to eat my words in case there's awful weather again and I have to cancel again. But anyway, let's be optimistic. I am going. But in preparation, I'm out with my bike, pretty much fully laden, as it will be when I go on the Isle of Wight trip. Just to get these legs working again. They've been hiking legs lately, and I'm very keen to get them back to be cycling legs again. As for the hiking, I hope you got to see my trip to Helvellyn via Striding Edge up at the Lake District. Mwah! It was stunning, stunningly beautiful, stunningly scary, stunningly amazing. It's just possibly one of the best trips I've ever done, really. So please do watch it. I'll put a link up. But quite a few of you have watched it already, and thank you very much, and some great comments as ever. So you're probably wondering what's all this get up here? Well, again, I'm hoping on the trip to get some audio whilst I'm riding, and currently I'm using the shotgun mic on my GoPro 8, which I harp on about all the time. It's pretty good actually, as long as I don't move my hand too much on the handle. But what I'm relying on a bit more for my audio whilst I ride is going to be this, which is the good old GoPro 4. Yep, GoPro 4, going back a few years now, but as you can see, still working well. And I've got this chest mounted because the external microphone adapter, so now it's nowhere near as good, the quality of the audio on this, and I'm just going to compare them now as I talk to you. Shotgun mic audio into the GoPro 8 is absolutely fantastic. I'm really impressed. This isn't even in stereo. This is what they call mono, just one speaker only. But what I can do with my Final Cut Pro editing software is put it into dual speaker, so get it working out of both microphones, and then I can do a bit of post editing on it and add a bit of bass and what have you, so improve it. Because basically while I'm chatting to the camera whilst chatting and wanting audio while I ride, this is going to be the best and easiest setup. And as you can see now, this is what I'm talking into, which is the GoPro 8 with the media mod. So yeah, whilst I've been putting up videos on YouTube mentioning and hashtagging sort of bike packing, obviously you've got to see a lot more. And I just do want to clarify one more time how I am aware of how old-fashioned this whole setup is, this whole heavy sort of rear pannier thing. But as again I've discussed with lots of people, and thank you again for the comments, you know, it's not about pleasing everyone else, it's what you're happy with, and I am happy with this, but aware it's sort of like old technology, shall we say. But anyway, it's my package, and that's what I'm going to use. But regarding vlogging on the bike, This clamp, again, I've harped on about it many a time in many different videos. I have to say it's possibly my favourite GoPro accessory of all time. And again, I'm going to show you this with the footage from the GoPro 4 now. Just the way this clamp is very strong, and the way it just clamps, and then you can angle this. So again, probably with the magic of editing, I'm probably going to use the audio from the GoPro 4 and use the footage from the GoPro 8 if I'm ever just chatting to the camera. And once again, the advantage of having the chest cam is obviously I can grab bits and pieces of footage, cut to and from the footage that I am catching as I ride forward as well. Obviously it's pretty static. If I see something really amazing to the left, I have to kind of do that, which probably isn't ideal, but that is when I'll just grab the GoPro and point accordingly. But speaking of getting a full 360 view of how I'm doing, if you look carefully here, nice and secured with some Velcro strapping, which came in very handy. I knew it one day, I found that in my shed and I knew that would be really handy to have. So yeah, very handy strapping here, and here is my extender pole, which just sits nicely, doesn't interfere, and there is the one and only super duper Insta360 camera, which again I've sussed out a couple of positions on the bike where it's completely safe to have it on the bike to give me excellent 360 views, which we'll try out shortly. So I'm on the road, like I said, I'm about 8 miles into the ride at the moment, about to cross over, I think it's the A515, which links up the A50 with Ashbourne in Derbyshire. And I'm just going to make my way on a little steady ride around today, because the weather, the clouds are starting to break, has definitely improved thankfully, and I'm going to make my way to a marina, and I've completely forgotten the name of it, but I'm going to a marina to have a coffee. That's a good halfway point. Let's do it. It is the very precarious looking vlogging with the 360, just to get that hopefully decent shot from the front looking back towards the rider. You have to be very careful doing this, because suddenly your bike is a lot longer, but it's straight, it's pointing straight forward. You wouldn't be doing this round sort of sharp technical turns. I'm on a nice straight road, actually on a bit of a downhill now, so it's a good test as well for the stabilisation, because as you can see the camera's wobbling around a bit. I can see a busy 515 road coming up towards me. One thing with the 360, I don't know if you can see, I'm just tilting it slightly. The sun isn't shining at the moment, but they do say just to try and keep the camera aligned so the either of the two 180-degree lenses isn't shining, pointed directly at the sun. That's what I learned on Helvellyn actually. Looking back at my 360 footage, there was quite a predominant sunspot on the footage, but I was so scared of where I was on the striding edge, I wasn't particularly worried about which way the camera was pointing. But anyway, hopefully that's given us a little bit of footage on the 360. About to cross over the main road now, so yeah, we're going to stop all this now. It doesn't get much better than this. It's just beautiful. I'm so chilled out. Sun's out, beautiful country lane. I'm really looking forward to the Isle of Wight. Bring it on. Right, listen, shh, don't tell anyone. I've just come down past this modern centre. It's the Tara Centre for Buddhism. It's a meditation centre. It's lovely. I have been here before, but for work. But the thing about it is, and I do love the idea of this as well, I genuinely do like that idea. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that now. Look at the avenue of trees. It's beautiful, isn't it? So I've set up my 360 camera, which I was going to do anyway later, just to show you. This is another angle I can get for my bikepacking vlogging, but I thought this would be a nice opportunity, just a little cheeky ride down there and back. There is invariably a cafe that's normally open, but it's closed at the moment. But I just thought one little cheeky drive down there and back, just to demonstrate the 360 on the camera. Let's do it. Shh, don't tell anyone. These trees are just fantastic. So just down from that Tara Centre is, I believe I'm on it anyway, inadvertently, I don't even realise, but is the cycle route 68. Which I have done before, but never really documented it. And it takes me to an old disused railway line. Gonna take it again because this weather's got even better. Look at that amazing blue sky, and we're going to take this, and this basically takes me all the way up to Mickleover, which is a little place on the outskirts of Derby, somewhere I frequent a lot on the ambulance. So it's quite nice to come on my bike and not in a work capacity. So this is just lovely. Hope you can capture the bird song. It's turned into a cloudless sky. Really lovely. Cool, I hope it's like this on the Isle of Wight. I really do. Fingers crossed. Marina, here I am, just outside of Derby, just off the A50, not too far from the huge Derby Toyota plant. Well, I have to say the weather is absolutely stunning. It's really got quite warm now. I'm just having a well-earned brew, and I have actually just ordered a sausage roll as well, which I'm looking forward to. And then I'll be back on my way again. Well, that was an enjoyable coffee. Really nice stop. Just got chatting to a very nice couple, again, like you do. Commenting that my bike looks like it's done a lot of miles. I suppose when I'm all laden up like this, it does look like I'm touring the planet. Oh dear. Anyway, had a good laugh with that couple. Very nice to meet you both. He says he's going to look up the channel. So on we go. We're going to basically kind of go around I've done about, I think, 25 miles now, so hopefully by the time I get back I'll be getting on for 50 miles. So a nice little ride again. Let's do it. So this is one of those wonderful little turnings which takes me off a busy road. And I follow this for about 3/4 of a mile, and then we've got a lovely path. Is this not just perfect? I'm in the middle of some beautiful countryside, not batting along, really sedate pace, barely a cloud in the sky. This is just epitomises what is all good about cycling. Particularly knowing that you have your tent, all your gear with you, your sleeping bag, your little stove. It's just fantastic. Yeah, if people wonder what the attraction is about bike packing, it just can't get much better than this. If you enjoy the outdoors, if you enjoy camping, if you enjoy cycling, if you enjoy the scenery, if you enjoy your own company, that helps, unless you go on a group. And just to add to that, if you enjoy videography or photography like I do, put that all together and you get this. It's just perfect, absolutely perfect. So I'm a bit conscious of the position of the sun now, but this cycle path, we're on the outskirts of a place called Hatton in Derbyshire, and it's another fabulous gravel cycle path. And what this does is just takes me off obviously all the main roads. It brings me round past the large Nescafe site that's here, and yeah, there can be some interesting odours coming from this place, it has to be said. Namely coffee, obviously. But it's just, I was hoping I'd get it on the 360, but I don't think I will. But there's that famous Nescafe emblem. But again, what a nice little detour. Nice green countryside, nice gravel path. Beautiful. Nearly back. I'm in the zone now. So back in the comfort of the man shed studio. I'm pretty bushed actually, I've got to be honest with you. I did 47 miles, so it wasn't too bad. It'd been nice if I could have rounded it off to over 50, but what the hell, no drama there. But it's certainly the route I'm going to take on the Isle of Wight is going to be no longer than 47 miles, so I'm quite happy. So yeah, I think the legs can handle it. To be honest as well, I was quite pleased. I wasn't too bad. I got into the zone, you know. I think probably hardened cyclists just know they get into a groove, and although it took me a while to get there, I did get into that groove, got into that zone, and yeah, you know, even sort of later on in the day I just found myself getting a burst of energy. I'm thinking, I was surprised myself, where's this come from? And I was quite happy. Even, you know, it's a relatively flat ride really, what I've done today. So I deliberately changed the route on the way back to just incorporate a couple of sort of inclines, and when I got to them, they weren't nearly as bad as I thought. So yeah, generally pretty pleased. So anyway, yeah, hope you've enjoyed this little training video really, if you like, just to give you a clue about the biking setup that I use, the setup for the cameras on my bike. And yeah, hopefully all systems go for the Isle of Wight. How many times have I said that? Let's hope so. Thanks for watching. Please do leave us a like if you've enjoyed the video. Do subscribe if you'd like to come along for the ride, and hopefully I will see you in the Isle of Wight. Cheers, thanks for watching.